Resolve here. In this video, I'm just responding to MD's challenge. I'm kind of late, but you know, I'm here. 5 consecutive play breakdown. We'll just break down the first 5 plays of the game. There's no sliders being tweaked. This is on all pro. As you can see, it's a pretty close game, and we're going to start with the first play, the kickoff. Now, usually in a kickoff, as you've seen in versus video, a lot of players like to run around, you know, very low awareness. Sometimes they have, like, you know, no sense of urgency, you know, just running around like chickens with their head cut off. Some of them are just running upfield, just running out of the play. But in this play, actually, you see each and every player pick up a block, and that's a good thing. You even see right here as 50 sheds his block early, you can see number 35 Mike Tobert have the awareness to go back and crack back on 50. Wasn't the crack back I wanted to see, but as you can see, he has the awareness to go back to make that block, so my returner can, you know, actually gain a few more yards. And as you can see right here, I run into a curtain, the steel curtain of Steelers, and it's just a pile up, and the play is actually over. Now, one thing I don't like is the pile up. The pile up, you know, the physics, you know, just looks unrealistic. As Ryan Moody said, sometimes it just looks like they just drop a bomb, and then you see players just fall to the ground just like this right here. But other than that, you know, I get the concept of the pile up. Another thing I don't like, you know, after some players hit their first blocks, like number 38, it seems like they get confused and they just lose track of the mission. So, you know, you just see them kind of run around, not knowing what to do, just falling all over the place, you know. So, I mean, other than that, you know, the player kickoff didn't look that bad. On to the next play. Now, pass for 13 yards, Jericho Cotchery. Now, in this play, I like the O-line play. Everybody picks up the player. Even D'Angelo Williams has the awareness to pick up the blitzer, step up and pick the blitzer right here. Jericho Cotchery is wide open. Now, the thing with Madden is whenever, you know, you're running things at full speed, you know, things can look good, but when you actually slow it down and see what happens, you see a lot of the flaws and bugs and fundamental issues. As you can see right here, number 28 right here is guarding Jericho Cotchery. Now, while he's running this drag route, number 28 is tiptoeing. Still tiptoeing, still tiptoeing, still tiptoeing, and finally he runs full speed. And I don't quite understand that, you know, like he actually just gave him that play. That was a free play. So we're gonna go to the next play. A rush by D'Angelo Williams. Once again, the O-line play looks good, the blocking looks good. Mike Tobert runs up to the second level to make the block. I like the double team block right here that 66 and 67 are making. As you can see, everybody's picking up their block. I got a good chunk of yards, and I tried to get as many yards as I can. That play actually looked pretty good. Like I said, everybody was aware for the most part. Everybody picked up their blocks, man. They did their job. That's for me to get that 13 yards. Let me see. It's a fourth down. Okay, so I did a. If you played this game of Madden before, on 4th and 1, it's sort of like a glitch. If you run a sweep on 4th down, a lot of times the computer doesn't know how to react to it, and you can get a big chunk of yards or a touchdown, as you can see right here. Now, in this play, as you can see, obviously the defense is out of position. Usually, like I said, it's like a money play. Usually they are out of position. The only thing I don't like in this play is I want you to watch Mike Tobert. Now, in a sweep, his job is to run out with the running back to make a block, but instead he cuts his blocking lane short and decides to block with number 78 right here, which makes no sense. It's a sweep play, so he should be running with me, ready to hit anybody who's crossing my path, but instead he cuts it short. And this is where the horrible blocking logic comes in at times. Sometimes the blocking can look incredible, but sometimes the blocking will just look completely insane. But like I said, his logic is just shot on this play. On to the next play, the last play. Ben Roethlisberger, I believe it's a pass play. Okay. As you can see, the O-line play looks pretty good. You got a double team block right here. Number 68 picks up his blocks. 66 and 67 all picking up their blocks. As you can see, a lot of these players are awareness. I don't like how Kuechly, this is his man right here, and he's actually flat-footed even when who is his Heath Miller or Spadeth? Yeah, 89 Spadeth runs in front of him, and he's actually flat-footed. He doesn't move until he's actually, you know, a yard in front of him, you know, causing him to be, and I believe he's the one that catches the pass wide open for the play. Another thing on this play that I did not like was taking a look at a couple of other receivers. Let me see. He got beat off the line, which is completely fine. What happened to this receiver? He's blocking, or he's guarding number 80, Antonio Brown. They play him. They play him right. As you can see right here, this is the only other problem I had with the play. Number 66. Now, as you can see, Starr, it's his second year in the league. He actually beats his man. He shoves him. 66 is off balance. He's right there to tackle Roethlisberger, but some type of morphing, shifting actually happens to where 66 is able to regain his composure and make the block on Starr. As you can see, he completely shoved him out of position. His momentum is swinging to the right. You can see his whole body swaying to the right. He's off balance, but he's able to motion shift back to continue to guard Starr. And it makes no sense. Like, you know, like I said, he probably wouldn't have got this pass off if this would have played out right. But, you know, that's the 5 consecutive play challenge, man. You see a lot of, you know, you saw some positive, but you've seen a lot of negative that cause these players to actually make plays just because of the logic and the bad blocking logic in the play. So tell me what you think about the 5-play challenge, man. I enjoyed doing it. Shout out to MD, man. It's your boy Rizal, man. I got mine. What's yours?